Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Flex and Joe back to review another day in the markets. So let's go over Tuesday, November 19th. So you can see this is where NQ closed. We did push up after the close, but ultimately it made a series of lower highs before finally making a big tumble down. I have this line here just to call out the distance from the high of day to the session low, which was over 315 points, which is greater than the ATR right here. So this is why, obviously this is a big profit taking trigger. And also we are pretty extended to the downside, considering that this is when market participation is significantly lower than the New York session. VIX popped up big time, double tops here. This candle by candle flip short aligns with the candle by candle flip long here. So that's 2 out of the 3 bases loaded. And then we look at ES, you can see ES closing at 59.20, pushing up to 59.33, and then which was just above the prior day session high, and then again tumbles off greater than the ATR. This is actually 79 points versus ATR about 65. So candle by candle flips long here as well, and so you now have bases loaded, all 3 confirm, and we should be looking for long trades. From there though, if you don't trade pre-market, we'll zoom in a little bit and we'll talk about right off of the open. So right off of the open, you have strong candles on both NQ and ES. However, they are just moving into VWAP. Prior to the open, you did have a candle by candle flip back long on the VIX. So it's only one of the 3 flipping, so it doesn't necessarily mean that the whole trend is going to flip, and it definitely doesn't confirm it, as we get the greatest sense of confirmation with this system when all 3 are in alignment. However, with these 2 pushing into VWAP, you should definitely be cautious with taking a long trade, right? The following candle does not flip candle by candle short, and with VIX flipping back short on this candle here, and then the next candle confirming, we continue to need to look for long trades only. So they were fantastic long trade opportunities if you were buying these dips, especially below the opening print. You can see where the wicks were doing the damage, trying to go after people's stops and orders, etc. But the bodies were telling you a clear story that the bulls were trying to close higher and higher, right? Even though this candle closed a little bit lower, the next candle brought it back up to even. And then again, a higher candle close on ES. NQ was slightly different, but ultimately this close is not any significantly lower than this close, so I wouldn't have put too much weight on that, as well as that the trend was going to flip back bearish. You can see where the bears were failing, and the bears had failed to break this low day here before getting bought all the way back up. That was a lot of confirmation to go along on the next candle, which going long on the next candle, maybe around here at 42, even if you risk the low of day, which would have been about 35 points. So if you're on micros, that's fine. But risking, let's just say again at 42, at the high of this candle, you're already over 80. So that's 1-to-1 risk. And then once it breaks the high of day, you're over 60 points. So that's 1.5-to-1. So pretty good risk reward there for taking longs. ES, you can see the same thing. From there, it's again a really easy day. You just follow the trend. There's one candle by candle flip here. You get the VIX flipping long with it, but ES doesn't flip short. It just glides into the EMAs. And so you can just tell it really that this is the first pullback after a major move. If you also look at it, is when we broke the NQ high of day. And the ES high of day break doesn't come for a little while, right? So NQ breaking the high of day, ES not breaking it, lends to the thought process that we're probably both going to continue to move higher, on which they do. But then finally, when you get that candle by candle flip there at the top of NQ, now from NQ's low to NQ's high, you've moved 410 points. And from this low on ES to this high, when you get the candle flip, you've moved 92 total points from the low. So well over the ATR again. It does pull back down, 10-minute 20 holds on both, and it continues to ride back up. So easy day, follow the trend. You have a few little flips here on on VIX into the EMAs. Nothing too crazy. There's no confirmation from the other 2, from NQ or from ES. This really being the only opportunity where you could have potentially traded a short, where you have all 3 confirming, which was a small decent move, but you definitely need to be scaling at the 10-minute 20 EMAs. That's a major scale target, and you can see how it trails back off, and all 3 confirm again at 1450 to look for longs. On NQ, you would have been buying anywhere here at 33. At ES, you would have been buying around here at 31, and you can see as it pushes up, boom, you get about 10 points there from like 33s here Let's see, there's 50, so that's 22 points. You get up here, that's about 40 points. So you know, a decent move for that late in the day. So anyways, guys, appreciate you all for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.